Hello, welcome to this video. The topic for today is why no thought is absolutely true. And to talk about this, first we need to talk about what is a thought. And to me, a thought is an emanation of consciousness or a projection of consciousness. One can also say that thought is a lens that molds perception. So just like a prism is a lens, when consciousness goes through the thought or goes through the prism, it will mold perception into a rainbow. So this is how thought can work. And when I talk about thought, I mean all emotions, all energies, everything that is a structure within consciousness. And consciousness can project any reality by using thought, because reality is nothing but thought. So thought is creation. By thinking, we create and we navigate our energy and attention in our universe. And the universe can be said to be a giant thought form where we have layers and layers and layers of creation of thoughts. And the more layers we add, the more generations of thought, the denser the thoughts become. We can say that we have a reality of our true I, the background of being, the unborn, but then we give birth to a new reality, a sub-reality. And then within this sub-reality, we create a new reality, a sub-sub-reality, and so on. An example of how this can work is where we have our reality, and then within this reality, we build a house, we build a sub-reality. Within this house, we build an apartment, a sub-sub-reality. And within our apartment, we have a cage with our hamster, a sub-sub-sub-reality. And it's the same with our universe. We have realities within realities, and everything comes from thoughts. The same principle applies to us humans, our own body-mind, which is a thought within this reality. We are in essence the creator, but then we have created so many layers of ourselves. So we do not live in our identity as the creator. We live as the sub-something creator, that is the human ego. And this is the level that we operate from and we create from. Usually what we do when we are completely immersed within this virtual reality of thoughts or this thought matrix is that we want to evolve ourselves so we can navigate ourselves to move into new adventures, new areas that are lighter, more filled with happiness, with joy and peace and so on. So we train ourselves so we can evolve within this system so we have more freedom to choose. But there is a different step. We can start to move backward. We can start to shed these layers of this projection of thoughts. And when we have shed all these layers of thoughts, we move back from this immersion. We will move back into our true I. And here we come into the ground of being. And it is seen that all thoughts are the content of our minds. And we are the container for these thoughts. From this place, we see that no thought is absolutely true, because the thought is not fundamental. It is an appearance within consciousness. A thought can only be relatively true. A thought is true when it accurately describes the patterns within another thought. But it is only in relationship with other thoughts that a thought can be true. And this can be useful when it comes to our orientation within this virtual reality. But it can't describe the fundamental nature of reality that is prior and beyond thought. From this vantage point, one can start to talk about non-dual realization. Non-dual realization is when one realizes the space, the container prior to thought. One knows that one is prior and beyond all creation, all thoughts, that all creation is a temporary, fleeting image within one's consciousness. One is the ground of being prior to these emanations, prior to these projections. And that means all projections, all time, all space, all understanding. Because understanding would also be in relationship to other thoughts. So one is prior to all of these things. This is liberation from thought, from creation. This can look a little bit like this figure here, where we have the ground of being, pure consciousness or the true I, the background, the container, and the absolute. Here in the center, we have the content. Here we have creation and we have thought. So here we have all the sub-realities that arise from the true reality of the background of consciousness. If one have a non-dual realization and know that one is prior and beyond all creation, that doesn't mean that one becomes a powerful creator, a powerful manifester. One can still be quite average or even quite bad at thinking and creating, but one will know that one is prior and beyond whatever creation happens, because all will be a fleeting image, all will be an appearance within the consciousness. But one should know that here there is no experience, there's no time, no place within this nothingness. This is the unborn. So all experience is within thought, is within creation. Now, many people, they suffer within the creation. And what they want to do is that they want to detach themselves. They want to move into the background of being where nothing ever happens, where there is no suffering and there is no experience. But then one have to wonder, what is suffering then? Well, one have created this suffering. So one also have the opportunity to recreate, to create in another way, to think differently. And then one can start to create a reality that is in alignment with one's preferences. One can create a world of balance, of joy, peace, love, and so on. But again, whatever grand experiences one have, whatever grand things one become, one can know that whatever happens in creation, one is beyond and prior to this creation. One is beyond thought. And here we have the unreality of thoughts and we have the reality of thoughts. And the balance between them is where we find our freedom. And that is all I wanted to share in this video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.